great Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. You're welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending your location. All right, this is massive breakthrough for our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, as Finland Court of Appeal has agreed to review the CCA's prison sentence for our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. With this development, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa might be free before ending of this year or first month of next year, which is 2026. Let's read the news. In a significant development for international human rights and separatist movement, the Eastern Finland Court of Appeal has agreed to review the CCA's prison sentence handed down to Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. This follows a successful appeal filed against his September 2025 conviction by a Finnish district court for inciting violence and supporting armed groups advocating for the secession of Biafran from Nigeria. Aba Amaka Network obtained direct confirmation of this referral from the court secretary through official correspondent, underscoring the procedure momentum in Ekpa's legal battle. Ekpa, a Biafran Finnish dual citizen and a prominent figure in the Biafran movement, has long positioned himself as a voice against what he described as systematic oppression in Nigeria. His conviction stemmed from allegation of promoting unrest through social media and public statements, action that Finnish prosecutors frame as terrorist incitement. Yet, this case transcends mere legal technicalities. It intersects with broader geopolitical tension, particularly Nigerians' deteriorating record on religious freedom. Pivotal factor in the appeal's potential outcome is the recent redesignation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, CPC, by U.S. President Donald Trump. This designation, announced in late October 2025, highlights severe violation of religious freedom, including widespread violence against Christian communities in northern and central Nigeria. Under the International Religious Freedom Act, CPC status signals to the global community that a nation engaged in or tolerates particularly severe violation, often triggering sanction or diplomatic pressure. Trump's decision reversed the Biden administration removal of Nigeria from the list, reflecting renewed focus on reports of targeted attack on Christians by militant groups like Fulani Henchmen and Boko Haram. This CPC label could profoundly influence Ekpa's appeal by officially acknowledging Nigerians' failure in protecting religious minorities. It lends credence to Ekpa's argument that his activism is a response to essential threats rather than baseless incitement. Finnish court, bound by European human rights standard, may weigh this international condemnation when assessing the contents of Ekpa's statement. Critics of the Nigerian government, including USA congressional leaders, have condemned or commended Trump's move, urging its amplified calls for accountability and escalating violence. Nigeria officially have rejected these claims, dismissing them as interference, but the designation nevertheless shifts the narrative towards viewing Biafra separatism through the lens of humanitarian crisis rather than mere rebellion. In his defense, Prime Minister Ekpa has effectively brought the ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria to the attention of the court, transforming a personal legal ordeal into a platform for global scrutiny of these atrocities. This appeal not only challenges the boundaries of free speech and activism, but also urges the international communities to confront the human cost of Nigeria's internal conflict as the proceeding unfold. The world watches whether justice will prevail in rightly recognizing the desperation fueling movement for the sovereignty of Biafra. Okay, like I said, this is a very welcoming news and development as well for our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, because now the whole world is aware of what is happening and what Trump planning to do in Nigeria because of what ongoing buying of Christians by terrorist group, which Nigeria failed to address. Now, Simon Ekpa will use this in his upcoming trial, which Finland government might look into and know that Simon Ekpa fight was for the Biafran protection and as well Christians that the Nigerian government failed to address or to protect. Finland government or Finland court have to use this time now to study that the so-called government they believe or they are doing business or working together. They're supposed to know now that this government is a failed government. They are a failed government and they are terrorist government. One, currently this year, Canadian government designate Nigeria current government as terrorist leaders. Now, just few weeks ago, Trump has designated the country, Nigeria, as CPS, country of particular concern, and also threatened to invade Nigeria to, clear all the terrorist group that has been buying Christians. So with all these things, Finland is supposed to know that Simon Ekpa was fighting just cause, fighting for the freedom of Biafrans. And they claim that he's a terrorist leader. This has nothing to do with terrorists. Let them just look at it the way Nigeria is at the moment now and see what Simon Ekpa was doing and was trying to do to protect the interests of Biafrans and Christians as well in southern part of Nigeria. So with this appeal that is coming right now, or, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa stand a chance of coming out from prison. Maybe, like I said, ending of this year or beginning of maybe first month or second month of next year, which is 2026. We cross our fingers. It will happen. We stop here.